Aggie X this week. I'm here with baseball coach Todd Holland. And Coach Holland, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and jump right in. The successful season last year made it to the Lone Star Conference Tournament Finals. Talk about the success last year and how you carry that momentum into a fresh season.
I mean, I just, last year's season showed that, Cameron, we can compete and, just try to crack that regional, try to get in there every year. It's a different story or there's a different situation. So, hopefully this year, it's early, but hopefully we can make a run into the conference tournament. And as you can tell from last year, once you get in the conference tournament, anything can happen.
All right, you just lose a team coming off last season like Chase Larson, 9th round draft pick to the Atlanta Braves, and Kenny Heller recently got signed to a minor league contract in Texas. Combined 49 home runs, almost 200 combined RBI. How do you replace bats like that, and what do you do coming into this season?
That's the thing is you try not to replace it, but you try to make the other guys better that are coming back this year and try to, help them and guide them in the fact that they got to know their roles as far as some of them are going to have to step up and have better years. And some guys are just going to have to maintain, like Josh Dawson last year hit, 400 for us, and we just need him to get back to where he was. And so, you can't replace Kenny or Chase. It doesn't matter who you are or what team you're on. It's impossible. But you try to get better players, throughout, so your lineup remains consistent. Because last year, we had some spots that were 205s, 210s hitting in the lineup. Where if you can get them into 280s, 290s, it offsets the batting average from the big guys.
Okay, so really looking for more of a team effort this year, knowing you can't replace the bats.
Not an individual effort, it's a team thing next year.
Okay, and how important is that team effort going to be playing in a conference like the Lone Star Conference? I mean, it's tough top to bottom, so, you really need to get the wheels rolling, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing, bring these new kids in, you want to get that first weekend series under your belt, so in the Lone Star Conference, so they can see what the Lone Star Conference is about, because day to day it's a grind, and you just can't emphasize how hard it is to win in our conference, and to make sure all the kids are up to date on what's going on and what happens, and it's every week, and you can't take a weekend off.
And then, with the push we've had with our the main morals and goals of the Lone Star Conference, what does it mean to you, to take the field with sportsmanship and integrity and discipline? How does that play into baseball?
Baseball's been around for so long. The rules have been written. The Lone Star Conference isn't going to change the rules of baseball. It's just, the kids have done this 20 years, of their lives. So it's nothing new. It's just that it's on a different playing surface with this conference as far as, how competitive it is and, where we're trying to get with each team, each person, each goal, and that's the hardest part, is because baseball's been around forever. It's America's favorite pastime. So these kids have to learn that day to day they got to come out and bust their tails and compete. Right,
and we've talked a little bit about it. You got some new players coming in. How many new guys do you have coming in, and where are you looking for some leadership with such a new roster?
Well, we lost Kenny and Chase. That was our outfield core for us last year, and then we kind of platooned the left field spot. And in the infield we have Josh Dawson back, we have Andrew Garcia, and then we have a couple new guys that are trying to get in and find a role. I like to get a lineup and stick with it, but right now we're so early in the year, we're just trying to find out what works and what doesn't work. It's not always the best player, it's the best teammate that's going to get the job done for you. Okay,
and then kind of wrapping up, just talk about this season coming up and kind of what the goals, expectations are, and where you want to see your boys at the end of the season.
Well, you always want to get in the conference tournament to give you the chance to get in the regional. And early, you're just trying to put the puzzle pieces together and put the best team out there. And so right now we're just trying to piece it all together. And we're 7-4 right now, but there's a lot of things we can do better in order to get where we need to be in the long run.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you, Coach Holland. You guys be sure to tune in tomorrow for day 2 of Aggie Week here on LoneStarConference.org.